Hey, I think I'm live. How is everybody? Hope everything's okay with you. We got a lot of wind out there today, for sure. And the peak gust was 52 miles an hour at 120 at the airport. Not the official number on the climate report yet, but I'm sure it may become that as we head through the climate report later on today. So windy, colder air is moving on in. I'll wait for people to populate, and we'll talk more about it as I see the little eyeball show me who's signed on. What do you think of the place? You know, we're trying to do some minor upgrades here. We've moved some things around and try to do some more stuff as we go. But look at that wind gust. Hello there. Is it Monza Dan or Dan Monza? Or did you flip them? Or is it Monza? Not sure. So what was your wind speeds? Do you have an anemometer? Do you have a weather station? Can you hear me okay, by the way? Let me know if we're sounded okay. But yeah, super strong winds earlier today. Show you what else is happening. This is tomorrow's weather. You can see, going to be windy again. There's the cat hanging out for dear life as temperatures stay chilly tomorrow. We'll probably begin with a bit of snow showers tomorrow in the morning, mainly before 9 o'clock. And but then after that, you can see it, man, super windy. That kitty right there. We'll have temperatures in the 30s much of the day. It's going to be chilly for sure. No doubt about that. And it's been chilly today after a mild start. That's the wham cam. It's not showing the camera, but it's 45 wind gusts right now. Here's the radar, and you can clearly see we got some showers moving their way through. The cold air is coming in. The front has actually gone through our area. Oh, good. Hi, Barbara. How are you? So the front's actually through the area. Now the cold air's coming on in. So we'll just see some snow showers later on tonight. Yep, as temperatures start dropping into the mid-30s, just cold enough to make some wet snow out in the, especially the higher elevation south of town. There's a look closer to home of what's going on. And if you're going to the Red Wings game, God bless you, man. It is going to be chilly out there tonight. Colleen said, probably should take in the wind chimes. Yeah, you probably should. Yep, to use your word, probably. We had gusts again over 50 today. We'll have probably gusts around 30 to 40 tonight into tomorrow, but it won't be quite as strong as this front has brought. Here's the hour by hour tonight, and you can see the numbers just start dropping from 40s this afternoon. We'll be in the low 30s by 4 a.m., and you can also see there's that little snow shower coming in later on. Also, compared to the normal high, look where we should be. You know, the 30-year average is in the mid-50s, and actually, officially today, we did hit the mid-50s. So it was fairly mild earlier on today. Tomorrow, if you're wondering, there it is again, just quite chilly. The winds will be gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour, and temperatures, if we're lucky, will get to the low 40s. But then after that, it gets a lot better. It's going to be back in the 50s on Thursday, sunny day Thursday. Friday looks to be in the 60s. And after this shot of cold, I really don't see another day, even next week, that looks to be quite as cold. We're still in a kind of a trophy pattern, a progressive pattern where we get ridges and troughs. But, you know, as we get closer to May and June, the air masses get warmer. So it's harder to bring in super chilly air once we get into May and June. Not saying it can't happen, just saying it's a little bit more difficult to do that. So, but if you want to see those winds from earlier today, let me remove this guy, and I'm going to add to the stage here. Let's see here, another website. Hang on, I'm going to share it right now. This was the winds earlier today, and you can see the numbers there that are highlighted in pink. Let me see if I can zoom them out even more. Hold on, I'll get them bigger for you here. It's probably too big. Let's see how that looks. There you go. Yeah. So that looks good. And as I scroll down, you can see some of the peak numbers we reached right around 120. We had a gust of 52. And earlier this morning, we also had a gust that was near that number, I believe. Let's see here. 40s, 40s, 30s, 40s. There's one. So at 12:15, we hit 52 as well. So we've had a couple of really windy observations at the airport. And if you ever want to look this website up, I'll take it and I'm going to paste it down here in comments. So if you ever want to look up a nerdy website, that website there, I don't know if you saw it, but if you see it, that's the way to get this information I'm showing you right now. So let me scroll down so you can get a good look again. So you can see how temperatures are dropping. The wind's still an issue. So certainly no fun out there right now. If anybody's on YouTube, feel free to have a comment or say hi. We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook Live as well. All right, let me remove this guy. And we're going to go back to our other video. Stop the screen. Hang on. All right. Back to there. Let me go back to the beginning. Yep. So any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them. If you're wondering if we're going to get any snow showers tonight, let me go to radar. And if we zoom this out, you can see off to the north and west, out near Toronto, there's some snow showers. Listen, none of it's going to be a big deal. I know you're just tired of it at this point, but yep, none of it's going to be a major problem for sure. Just a nuisance, as they say, here in Western New York. So that's it. So if no one's going to say hi, should I stay on? I don't know. What's going on with my hair, by the way? I know I'm losing it back here, but up here it's like super high. See it? What's going on there? Fun to be 54. I know, Karen. You're right. You're right. It's always better when we have two of us here. I like your kitty picture. That's interesting. Sean, how are you? What's going on? Not much, just talking some weather. Also, there's been some severe weather down here in Pennsylvania, just south of Scranton, down in the eastern Pocono region. The air is much warmer down there than it is up here. So they're still on the unstable side of that front. Hi, Megan. How are you? Hello to John. Hello to Megan. Good to have you here. All right. What else can we talk to you about? What else do you guys need to know? What it's going to be like tonight? It's going to be Rochester. That's what it's going to be, man. And here's tomorrow. Low 40s. Pat, what's the weather like? Pat Pim, double P. What's the weather like in Clearwater, Florida? Probably 75 or 80. That's the way it goes. Caroline, you're sad. I know. I am too. But remember, Thursday, sunny, back in the 50s. Friday in the 60s. Lori, you're in the Tug Hill? Well, are you there all the time? Yeah, Sean, that's what the rumor is. We'll see. I'm hoping for that first 80-degree day. Haven't gotten there yet, man. I'm looking forward to something like that. Pat's got 80 down to Clearwater, Florida. Pat, how long have you been down in Florida? And how do I come down there? I'm probably 8 to 10 years away from doing some sort of, retirement. We'll see. All right. Weird question. Do earthquakes affect the weather? That is a question I've never heard before. I don't think there's any, I'm pretty sure there's no direct correlation geologically versus meteorology. No, I would say they don't have a direct impact. Tracy, hello. How are you? It looks like Tracy's got the clouds of Western New York on her profile pic. How's Easter going to be by the lake? Right now, Megan, I'm a little uncertain about about Sunday's forecast. We're going to have a front come through Saturday, and it might put the brakes on Western New York and just stall here. If that happens, then it's going to be cloudy. We might have some rain. So we'll see. Give me a couple of days. Lori, you live there. Good. Beautiful area. Sean is going to Clearwater to see Pat. Good idea, Sean. Get down there. Get down there. She used to live 6 months. Oh, so you're like half Florida and half New York. Are you one day past a half a year in Florida for tax reasons? I bet you are, Pat. That's a smart move. All right, Tina. We're all coming to see you. Yeah, no, Sharon, you're right. You're right. That's what the deal is in Rochester. This the climate hasn't changed. It's not a surprise that this is what we get, this time of year. I mean, I've seen last year, April, we had many days over 80. I'm gonna have to do a graphic on that, some sort of climate comparing this April to last April. That's a good idea. Or even since like March, the difference between how many warm days we had last year versus this year. Note to self. All right, compare April 24 versus 25. All right, that's going to take some digging, but I will dig and I will have that posted somewhere, probably on this page here. All right, Pat, Pim, get ready. We're all coming. I have a neighbor like that down the street from my house. That's like half down in Florida and half up here. So that's cool. Good for you. Actually, Tina looks like she was in a nice spot once. That looks very tropical where you were, Tina. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna leave you with that. We got the 5 o'clock show on the Big Wham coming up. I'll give you an update on the weather. Some brighter days ahead, I promise you. And thanks for checking in. Wherever you are today, we'll talk to you later.